Well, Grandma's been sitting here waiting for this rain to come or not come. It's coming, it's not coming, we're having a tornado. We're not having a tornado. It doesn't know what it's going to do. And Grandma's seen these horrible, and I do mean horrible, images from Tokyo. It's been coming for quite a while. These Tokyo kids, they run away from home, and now they're having these vape pens with this anesthesia in it. Grandma just wants to scoop them all up, put them in a great big house or an apartment building, and get them help. Their anxiety over not posting a video every single day. And one of them, some of them are 12 years old. When I was 12 years old, summer holidays, you were just worried about finding a job for the summer to make a few dollars. Like if you made $100 in the summertime, you were laughing. You were cutting lawns, you were raking leaves, you were helping people in their garden, you were doing simple stuff. You were babysitting. Oh my God. If you babysat kids for a weekend, you got $20. Nowadays, that's unheard of. You could get a hold of, I think the St. John Ambulance here in Canada still does it. Kiwanis had a babysitting course. I can't remember who else does it, but of course here, you can look that up. You can Google anything. And I looked at all these kids, and they said they're little zombies. The real zombies are the people standing around with their hands in the air going, what do we do? You know, if you're being bullied, the real zombies are the bystanders. The ones who stand around and watch it happen and then don't do anything about it. Grandma's been bullied in school. And there's always a bunch of people standing around. And that's before the whole cell phone. You know, Grandma goes way back when the phone used to hang on the wall and the computers were only at school because school was the only one who could afford computers. Yeah, that's how old Grandma is. Yeah, Grandma's 56. In 56 years. You see, they went to the moon in 1969, in the summer of 1969. 69. I was born in November of 69. Now, there's a little film where they chronicle all that stuff that went into getting a rocket to the moon. The computers they used to get that whole thing to the moon, that encompassed its own building, the size of the Keystone Center. If you live in Brandon, the next time you drive past the Keystone Center, not all the other stuff that's added to the Keystone Center, just the Keystone Center. Think about that. The computers that housed just the computers, not the operational room, not everything else. It was just the computers that sent that rocket to the moon. Wow. And now the phone doesn't hang on the wall. The computer's in your hand, and so is the phone. That's how far we've come in 50 years. And now these kids that are hanging out in front of the Godzilla movie. Do you know how old the Godzilla movie is? It's older than Grandma. Sorry, my gray hair is flying away. That's it. They're hanging out where the Godzilla movie was filmed. These kids are 12, 13, 14, 15. What? There's a solution. If we can get a computer from the size of a building, squish it down into this thing here, and add a phone to it. Y'all can work together to deal with that. And anything else in the world. Are you telling me that the grandmas who are praying for all these kids to see all these kids and just go, that's a prayer from a grandma's heart, thinking, oh my God, there's got to be something. This grandma's praying for him. And grandma's praying for a lot of people. I told a friend, once you're on grandma's prayer list, you don't get off it. You're screwed. Grandma prayer lists are like a Rolodex. Of course, that's a term that nobody uses anymore. But if you look it up on Google, you'll see it. That's what a halo is about. It's a constant prayer wheel. Like a bracelet. Like a halo. Like a prayer wheel at a Buddhist temple that you spin. Spin! Swim. Just keep swimming. Japan has got such a great and storied past of warriors and great people. And it's come to this. I belong to indigenous people, warriors. And I see elders out on the street here who don't belong on the street here. Same thing. Same thing needs to be done here and there and all over the place. It's just, we need to get some bystanders to get off their butts. And no, it's not Bart Simpson, see more butts. We don't want to see more butts. We just need to get some more butts off the street. Anyway, Grandma's praying for this and a whole lot more. So, you have a great weekend. Grandma's fibromyalgia and arthritis and vertigo is going crazy today, and it comes up here on my neck, and Grandma's in pain. Grandma's going to go deal with her physical pain, but my spiritual stuff is working pretty good. So you have a great day. And if Grandma doesn't post every day, it's because Grandma's dealing with her physical stuff, because it's a pain in the neck, really. Grandma loves you, and Grandma's praying for you.